Yes, I am a copycat, and in this video I'm going to explain why. But first I want to welcome all of you that are new to this channel. 54 of you, which is actually crazy. It might not sound like a big number, but imagine if all of you 54 people were here in this room with me right now. Let's just say I wouldn't be as comfortable talking as I am right now. Anyway, I'm really glad that you're here on this journey with me, trying to improve my skills behind the camera. Let's get back to the title. I am a copycat. I have imitated other people's work in my YouTube channel, my photography, my videography, architecture school, basically everywhere. But I say this with no shame. For me, it's one of the best ways that I learn. I look at work that I love and I try to replicate it. And it's always much harder than it seems, and I always learn something while doing it. However, my end goal is never to copy someone as a shortcut to get attention. It is more a shortcut to learning. One day I will also make something unique with my camera, and when that day comes I want my toolbox to be as wide and big as possible, so that work that I produce, that unique work, will be as good as possible. And it's the same with this channel. I am certain that this channel one day will become a unique channel, but right now I'm mostly focusing on developing my skills as a videographer and photographer. This process of imitating others is actually something I encourage you to do if you're a beginner in whatever field. I want you to find work that you love, and I want you to look at that work and figure out why you love that work. And then you try to go out and replicate that work. See how close you can get to the original. And maybe you don't want to straight up copy that work, and that is okay, but I want you to use that work as a framework to give you a set of rules so you have something to start out with. This strategy has worked wonders for me to get rid of my procrastination. I always felt like if I have something as a reference or something I wanted to replicate, it was easier for me to start. If I just sat around waiting for that one unique idea to come to me, it may never come and I may never make something. And if you're going to apply this strategy, I just have one tip for you: don't mind the haters. If somebody calls you out and calls you a copycat or whatever, take it as a compliment, because if they can recognize who you're copying, it means you're doing something right and that you are on the right track. And one day, eventually, you will be the one that they are copying.